Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you some mining tips and tricks in 7 Days to Die that will help you get more ore and mine way more efficiently. We'll go over the best perks, gear, and buffs that make a huge difference when you stack them together. If you're tired of slow mining, this should fix that. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is going to be the armor. First we're going to have the mining helmet. One of the great things about the mining helmet is it comes with the built-in light. So if you're going to want to modify it in other ways, you don't have to use one of your 3 modification slots for that light, so that's really cool. As well as there's an ore harvest bonus, which is affected by the level of the helmet. In this situation, I've got a level 4 on the helmet and the gloves. The gloves also have a 20% ore block damage boost, which is awesome. Then we have the armor, which allows you to use less stamina when using the mining tools. And then the boots, which increase your safe fall distance. Now, you're probably wondering why I have 2 different levels on these. My save file got corrupted, and I really still just wanted to make this video, so I'm doing it in creative, just to still show you guys. So as far as the tools, a great option is the steel pickaxe. The main modifications you're going to want to put on it are going to be the Iron Breaker mod. And I'll show you, the Iron Breaker mod does 15% more damage against iron, and then the 25% more damage with the Bunker Buster mod, and that's against stone. There's also the Ergonomic Grip, which decreases the stamina needed to use it by 10%, which is significant over a period of time. And then the Structural Brace mod, which kind of just lets it degenerate quicker. And then I personally, I like to switch out one of these mods at some point, depending on, your opinion or my opinion. Usually it's the degradation one, just because it's not that hard to repair a tool, as long as you have the repair kits with you. I like to switch it out with the flame mod, just in case, in some situations it might be cold where you're mining, or it's just a better source of light, in my opinion. Kind of like a warmer source of light, in addition to the headlamp, which is kind of like a circle on your screen. Then there's also the Auger. So the Auger, it's not going to use stamina when you dig. It has a block damage speed, which again is variable depending on the level. One of the drawbacks of that is it does use fuel. You can add the larger fuel tank mod to it if you come across it. And that creates a lot of noise, which attracts a lot of screamers. So you just got to keep that in mind. Another thing you're going to want to pay attention to is what you're going to drink and eat. So I like to do the bacon and eggs. It does have a smell distance. It's just my go-to when it comes to food. There's also the yucca juice, which has a stamina regen of 15%. And then the blackstrap coffee, which is great for mining because it has that 25% stamina regen. And then another thing that you can get from vending machines is going to be the Rockbusters candy, and that's going to give you a 20% mining bonus for about 6 minutes. So the next thing we're going to look at is going to be the perks and skills. So you're definitely going to want to max out your miner 69er as quickly as possible. That's going to, hold on here, let me show you. That's going to increase your damage on blocks. Once it's maxed out, it'll be at about 150%. And that goes for, pickaxes, shovels, chainsaws. So this is not just mining. This is also going to be dirt collection and wood collection. So just any kind of resource, most raw material acquisition. It'll help speed that up. And then the mother load as well. Once you max that up, you'll pretty much double your ore you get from each block that you're mining. And then there's going to be a few more things here. Let's see, where are they? So the Art of Mining perk books are something else you're going to want to look out for. And you can read here, pause the video as needed, but as you read those, they give you these various different kind of perks for mining. And then, of course, once you read all of those, you gain an additional 20% from all your mining. So as I'm sure you can imagine, there is a night and day difference between just going out there with your stone pickaxe compared to having all these perks, having the mining outfit, that we've got here in our inventory, having a steel pickaxe or an auger with all of these various modifications on them. And I forgot to mention, the auger, not only can you put the fuel tank modification on it, but you can put all of these same modifications, excluding the burning shaft mod, on the auger as well. So let's see here. Let's try this out. So I'm going to try the pickaxe versus the auger. I am going to just quickly put on some clothes. Alright. Got our outfit here. And let's see how... Mind you, like I said earlier, I'm in creative here. I just loaded this world maybe 20 minutes ago. I lost all my progress in my world so far. That's a little bit disappointing, but for the sake of the video, this is what it's going to be like with just the tools and equipment without any sort of perks. So let's actually just eat this candy. That's going to give us a 20% mining harvest. And let's see. So 3 hits with that one. 3 hits with the steel pickaxe, and let's try the auger. So, gotta put some fuel in there. Let's start mining away. Look at that. So both of these work pretty well. Just imagine how much quicker this would be with those perks, but I just thought I would share that mining meta with you guys. Somebody commented on one of my videos that I didn't really mention any sort of advantages that you can have when mining. I was just kind of showing them, showing where and how to find the ores, and I thought this video might be helpful to some people, because a lot of people may not know that Rockbuster's candy is in the vending machine, or that you can put certain modifications on the auger. And so I hope y'all learned something. If you have any other tips that you want to share with us, the other viewers and myself included, please leave those in the comments, and thank you for watching.